Food insecurity is a year-long problem here in New Mexico, but we're all even more aware of the need during this season of giving. According to recent data from Feeding America, 1 in 7 New Mexicans are going hungry. And for kids, it's even worse at 1 in 5. That's why several organizations are using creativity and innovation to fill in those gaps. I recently had the chance to sit down with representatives from the Rio Grande Food Project, Food is Free Albuquerque, and the Albuquerque Free Fridge to learn more and how you can get involved. Ari, as Executive Director for the Rio Grande Food Project, can we talk about terms here for a quick second just to get us going? What exactly is food insecurity? When you hear about it, a lot of folks hear this term, but I'm not quite sure if we all understand fully the ramifications of it.
Sure. So food insecurity is often kind of interchanged in just chatting about the issue with hunger, and they really are different. So food insecurity is defined as limited or uncertain access to food. It's most prevalent among families of color and those living in food deserts or poverty. Food deserts actually make up a large portion of New Mexico and Albuquerque. It's kind of little known, and what it means is that it's an area where the residents live either a mile or more from the nearest grocery store. That's true in an urban area, or in a rural area, a food desert is living more than 10 miles away from a grocery store. So that's the access issue. So food insecurity really is about just not having regular, dependable access to affordable and nutritious food.
Yeah. You know, according to data, I'm going to turn this to Aaron, Executive Director for Food is Free Albuquerque. 1 in 7 people in New Mexico are going hungry, and even worse, 1 in 5 children. It just hurts your soul to hear that. How does this effort fill that gap?
So we're a gleaning organization. We go out and we harvest backyard fruit trees, private orchards, and we also work with local farmers to harvest their excess. And then we take that and we get that distributed out to other organizations into their distribution networks. We believe that fresh food is a human right and everybody should have access to it. And we found a little niche in the food system growing right here in our backyards that we've been able to use and utilize to share with our communities.
What are we talking about in, I'm not quite sure how your business classifies these things. Is it tonnage? Is it, I mean, how do you measure how much food you're actually putting out there?
So we weigh all of our harvests and we sort it by human edible, animal compost. And that's how we determine it. So this year we did just over 27,000 pounds of human edible food that we shared with the community. Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. And somehow this food has to get to people. So let me reintroduce Ashley Remmelsberg, who's also one of our wonderful employees right here at New Mexico at PBS. We love having Ashley with us. And Juan Suarez, who both created Albuquerque Free Fridge. And Ashley, take this one first. Obviously, what I'm saying here is there's steps to getting food in people's fridges. Where does your organization step into this process?
Yeah, so we're a mutual aid organization that started earlier this year. And our goal is to help food insecurity in Albuquerque. So, you know, we're at 606 Broadway, which is in the South Broadway neighborhood. And we have a free fridge that's open 24/7. It's outside of Juan's business here, and it's available so anyone can drop off food into the fridge and anyone can take food from the fridge. So we're just trying to do a small part in this community to help people with food insecurity.
Juan, I'm curious how much food goes in and how much food goes out. This is a fascinating deal.
Well, for us, it's a little trickier to keep track of it as we're really not trying to police the fridge itself, but we're doing weekly grocery runs with volunteers, and a lot of it is community based. Anyone can prepare meals in their kitchen, properly labeled and dated, and it goes in the fridge. So we know that we have a hard time keeping the fridge stocked. We put food in and the food is gone within hours most of the time, all within the community.
How long has the fridge been operating? Ashley, if you mentioned it, I might have missed it. My fault.
Yeah, the fridge opened in August. So
In
early
August, you did say
August
that. Mhm.
we opened. Yeah. And yeah, we shop, we usually spend about $500 a week on food. So
Wow.
we collect donations from the community, monetary donations.
Mhm.
And then people also bring food, you know, people make sandwiches for the fridge, people drop off food for the fridge all the time. So
That's so fascinating. Might this be the first one, Ashley, of some more to come around the city?
that's the goal. Yeah. You know, as you mentioned, you know, we both have full-time jobs. So this is our passion project. So the goal is
Mhm.
to create a network of free fridges, and we're currently working on building the volunteer base to be able to do that.
Mhm. Ari Herring, let me bounce back to you for another sort of a broad question here. I mentioned those stats a little bit ago, and you mentioned, of course, this primarily affects people of color and others. I'm curious about single women, and particularly single women who are moms, and where they fit into the food insecurity picture.
Oh, that's a really important question. The Rio Grande Food Project, we're a food pantry on the west side of Albuquerque, and we're also an urban garden and a community hub. So in
Mhm.
the 80s, we were started as a food pantry, and we quickly evolved to, you know, we realized that we're a focal point in the community, and so we have to have additional services beyond food to really address the root causes of why people don't have enough money to you know, make ends meet. We see a variety of people, certainly including single moms. Each week we carry out outdoor drive-through distributions, and then we also have an indoor food pantry. And during that you know, visit by households, we do our very best to chat with people and understand what the situation is, what they're facing beyond food issues, how we might address those. So on site, we're able to help people enroll in really important programs like supplemental nutrition assistance. So SNAP, it's previously known as food stamps, and TANF,
Mhm.
which is temporary assistance for needy families. Single moms are a good portion of the clients that we serve, and
Okay.
also grandparents raising grandkids.
Ah.
So this is far more common than I ever would have known prior to doing this work. It's at least in New Mexico, it's a really common household dynamic that actually the mother or father may not be in the picture, and that the grandparents are raising the kids, and they might be living, you know, on Social Security only, and then have the responsibility for 2 or 3 children as well. So that's a really tough situation. Single moms who are working 1 or 2 jobs is something that we see really often. Same with single dads. That you know, certainly is a scenario that we bump into as well. So the families kind of come in all shapes and sizes. The pandemic really exacerbated, you know, any issue that was sort of a disparity prior to COVID-19, or you know, some sort of real, you know, serious impoverishment in our community prior to the pandemic just came to the forefront and became so much more obvious at a place like the Food Project. And it's something that I think we need to be really cognizant of in shaping programming moving forward. I think, you know, probably all of us in food security work, we have to try really hard to destigmatize the issue. We have to make sure that everything that we do is as, you know, culturally appropriate as possible, as warm and welcoming as possible, as stigma aside as possible. We try to keep that
Mhm.
threshold really, really low, because people are facing so many challenges. You know, the last thing we want to do is make it an even more difficult situation to access that food.
You know, this is such a reminder, guys, talking to all of you, how the simple power of a meal functions in our world as a human being. It doesn't matter where you're coming from in life. If you cannot get a decent meal in your stomach daily, I don't care what it is, you're just not going to be able to kind of keep going on all cylinders. And I can't thank you guys enough for doing this. This is really very heartwarming.